Hey y'all, what's going on? What's going on? It's a busy night on these YouTube streets. I went later just to kind of give people some time to finish, and I see that some people are still talking. Still talking. um I'm gonna have Vince on here. I might have Garrett come on a little later whenever he decides to finish with ACC, or whenever he decides to finish with his live. They probably been, hey, Games and Rep, they probably been yapping all night tonight. So whenever he decides to bring his butt over here, then we can see if we can get a resolution up in here. Oh Lord, not get. Hey Derek, what's good? What's good, Derek? Good to see you. Um, I'm glad to see you. Yeah, games and reps. We're gonna. I'm gonna first deal with Vince. First, I'm gonna have Vince to come up, and I want to talk a little bit about what happened. How did it get here? To the point. Oh no. Pretty sure she doesn't want to come over here anyway, which is perfectly fine with me. Like I said, it's about resolution. People don't want resolution. I don't force it. Vince was open to having a conversation with Garrett. And at the time, Garrett said he was open with it. But you know how that goes. Hey, I'm so sorry, Vince. It took me a while. I had a nail appointment. It took me longer than I expected. Kept pushing it back. Hey, Rich, what's up? Rich Prime, good to see you. Um, I had a lot going on, so I kept pushing it back, and I'm glad I did. But at the same time, uh, it's still a lot of people live. So, um, yeah, I don't know if we'll ever get a resolution tonight or what, because like I said, he's still over there yapping his gums.
Oh,
So,
no, you good.
mhm. Yeah. So Vince, thank you for being patient with me. You got your toes now. Let me. I got my toes done a couple of weeks ago, but I got my nails done today. So now you ain't another Keith Jackson, are you? Want to see the toes? Make sure y'all press the like button. I appreciate if you do. Vince, I want to start out with, first of all, how did you come to YouTube? I'm gonna ask you that, and then we're gonna go into some more questions about the situation between you and Garrett and why there seems to keep being an issue when there really shouldn't be. So, tell me kind of how you got onto YouTube, where you were able to, you decided to kind of get your own channel. Can you start from there?
Yeah. So it was just something I had been thinking. I really had been thinking about for years, making a channel and stuff like that. But I just never really understood how YouTube worked or everything. So I just kind of just sat in the bushes for years and saw how different content creators would do their live streams and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But what really made me come on out and make the page and start going live was really my wife. She was like, you know what, you need to go and do it
Mhm.
because she know I like to talk a lot and stuff like that, and she just felt like I had a lot to give as far as content and just talking about life and stuff like that. So that's really where it all started at for me making a page.
Okay. So when you started making your page, did you start seeing people change, or tell me kind of what you was experiencing?
Well, at first, no. Um, I think I want to say my first two live streams, I had like 110 subscribers. So it wasn't really until I started making, what I'm saying, the comedy, the funny little skits or whatever you want to call it, the little live stream. That's when people really start subscribing to me.
Mm,
Because I was, you had to have like 50 to start going live or something like that. So I had got that and then some. So I ended up, like I said, I ended up having over 100 before I even started going live with my first two live streams. So that was a good thing.
mm-hmm.
Um, But my page, it started to grow. And people from all across the sector started to subscribe once they started to find out, like, okay, Vince said he gonna start calling down the middle. He gonna let people come over here and be in his chat. He ain't gonna block. He ain't gonna time out. So that's where we at with it now.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, hey April, are you at this point right now, on your channel, do you feel like um you are satisfied, or how do you feel with that, like with your channel at this point?
Yeah, for right now, I mean, from where it's at right now, for like the month and a half that I've been on here, I'm pretty good with where I'm at now. I'm a new content creator. I still don't really know what I'm doing. I'm getting
Right.
right. I'm still getting people to come watch whatever I talk about.
Hmm.
But and like I told you, I don't really care about views. It's just me wanting my voice to be heard, and if I get two or three people in there that listen and agree with it, then I'm cool with that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, CC, can you let Mr. I don't know if CC you still in the chat. Can you let Mr. Garrett know that I'm live now? I don't know if he's in the middle of talking or what he's got going on. But if you could let him know that, I appreciate it. Or somebody let Garrett know. I don't know, games and reps, they probably block you by the time you get in there. But so you came on, you still don't know what you're doing and you're trying to figure everything out.
Hmm.
With you doing that, like asked you before, you have been making a lot of waves. Hey, Outlaw, you've been making a lot of waves in these YouTube streets. Did you ever think that some of the things, some people would change towards you because you decided to maybe ride with different or support different content creators that they don't support? Like, have you seen a difference in that?
I kind of figured it would happen just because I've seen it happen.
Mhm.
Just in this little sector, I've seen it happen over the past. I say the past 2 years. I ain't gonna say the past 3 years. I've seen it happen the past 2 years where everybody will start liking somebody, then they find out that they like somebody that everybody else don't like, so they gonna try to scale back. Like, I'm not dumb to the fact that it's not the same people in my chats no more, unless I'm talking about the BS. Then they'll
Right.
show up and stuff like that. Um, so I'm not dumb to the fact of knowing that. But yeah, I kind of figured it was gonna happen.
Okay. You kind of figured that.
Hmm.
Okay. Hey Silverback, what's good? So do you handle that?
Just keep making content. Like I said, these people, I only know them virtually online. So I mean, it
Mhm.
is what it is. Maybe they'll leave and one day they'll come back and say, okay, Vin's making this decent content. Let me come back and see what he's talking about. So I don't lose no sleep over it. It is what it is. People show their true colors after a while, so you just gotta wait and let them do it.
So let me ask you this question. What was the situation with you and Garrett, where
Mm.
and GarrickChavis, this is another content creator, guys, for those who don't know, that's not in this sector, like Miss April. Um, they are two content creators, and what this is about today is about conflict resolution and making conflict, making it a teachable moment. So that's the reason of this live today. I like both of these content creators. I had the privilege of interviewing Mr. GarrickChavis on the situation that he was in on YouTube, and I'm not going into that anymore. It is what it is. And Vince is also a new content creator that started his channel just maybe a couple of months ago. So they seem to have a conflict going on, ongoing conflict. So I want to know, how did it start, Vince?
Well, um, I start off by saying this: we was all on a platform back in the fall, and this is before he started, I guess, doing his little driving stuff. We was all on a platform. I think it was me, him, Cortez, whatever, whoop, whoop, whoop. A lot of other people on the thing, and we was all talking about starting channels. And
Hmm.
yeah, I think he was the first one to say he can't wait to start his channel. He just didn't know when, and we was like, I bet, yeah, man, when you start your channel, yeah, we're gonna come over there, we're gonna support it. And then I think a couple more people were saying like, yeah, we all need to start a channel. And then I was like, you know what? I might end up starting me a channel. I never know. And
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, I remember it vividly because I was just like, you know what I'm saying? If KB leave the sector, that's why I was like, everybody needs to start a channel because he leave, then we'll all be good. Just like, you know what I'm saying? He don't really go live like that no more talking about this, all this stuff that go on in the sector. So we all got our channel. It's the vision that I saw
Mm-hmm.
that we have now. And so we was all supportive of that. You know, I was telling Cortez, yeah, I'm gonna interview Cortez about your basketball thing on my channel.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling Mr. 86K, Mr. Garrett, yeah, I'm gonna interview on my channel. We were just all looking out like brothers being brothers, trying to look out for each other.
Mm-hmm.
And everything was cool. And then, you know what I'm saying, the little situation that he had with him and old girl. Let's fast forward. You know, I flew her out the chat, okay, and
Mm-hmm.
then she asked him who I was, okay, and so
Mm-hmm.
here we go, right here. This is where the issue started. She asked him who I was because I had flew out the chat,
And that's
and
Garrett's friend.
because they were friends,
Okay.
and so she said that he had told her that, oh, that's Vince. Him and True Essence talking behind the scenes, and I think he's sending her money and trying to get with her. And when I heard that, I was just like, hold on, man, no, don't say that, Gary. You can't say that, bro, because I'm married. That's all I
Mm-hmm.
said. Now he's running around, keep saying that I keep coming out saying, oh, I'm married, I'm married, I'm married. I said no, I said I'm married because you said that I was messing with True Essence behind the scene, trying to sleep with her and send her money and all that. And I was like, no,
Wow.
Garrett, no, Garrett, don't say that because you know that I'm married, bro. I've said it when I do hit panels. I've said it plenty of times, bro. I say, so don't do that, man. That's not good to do. That's
Mm-hmm.
how it all started. And then he proceeded. I didn't have a channel this time. He had his channel. And then he proceeds to continue to make content on me, a guy that's just in the chat. This is what I've been wanting to tell people all the time. I think I've said it, but people just ain't listening. He
Mm-hmm.
proceeds to make content after content on me. When I ain't even a content creator, I'm like, man, I'm just a dude in the chat. Like, why are you making content over me because you crashing out for this lady that you like? Like, what's going on, bro?
Mm-hmm.
And so when I would come in his chat and type, I'm just like, bro, I'm not hitting your panel. I'm not a content creator. I just don't want you saying all this, bro. That's not cool. And he was just like, well, I'm just gonna block you then. He blocked me off his channel for like a month where I couldn't speak for myself. So that's when I really honed down and said, you know what, let me go ahead and start this channel so I can speak my truth on the situation.
Hmm. So that's one of the main reasons too that you started your channel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. That's what I need to know.
Mm-hmm.
So you were a subscriber, and then when he kept talking to me, he did a live on you
Mm-hmm.
talking about you dealing with another woman, which was True Essence, one of your friends on YouTube. And,
Mm-hmm.
and then y'all talked behind the scenes on Instagram. And so he made it seem like y'all had more going on than just a friendly YouTube relationship, correct?
Correct.
Okay, okay. So once that happened, when you was hearing this live, tell me some of the emotions you was feeling at that time when you were listening to this live that he was talking about you and True Essence. You there, Vince? Yeah, I think you went out.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Can you say that again? It went out.
What were your emotions when you were going through and you were hearing this man talk about you, because you're a subscriber and he's talking about you, saying that you basically had some type of relationship with another subscriber, which is True Essence. Take me back to your emotions hearing that live and him talk about you in a disparaging way.
I, I ain't really had too many emotions. I just had questions like, bro, we two brothers. I like, why you doing me like this, dog?
Mm-hmm.
I like, you ain't gotta take it this far saying all that, bro. I said that don't even make sense. Um, I said if you want to make content, that's cool. I said, but bro, don't do that to me like that, bro. Don't do that. And
Now
then,
you
huh?
had no issues with him prior to, correct?
No, I didn't. Now I didn't say this. Now he
Okay.
said that I was sneak dissing him and saying that when he would be on KB panels and stuff like that, that I would be the one to say, man, some people just need to stay off panels. And I kept telling Garrett, I said, Garrett, every time you say that, I said, I'm not talking about you. I was talking about Ramo needing to stay off panels. If anybody know who Ramo is, that's who
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about. I was saying that Ramo needs to stay off panels because we don't need to hear Ramo speak on panels no more because we're getting tired of hearing Ramo. And he keeps
Okay.
making it seem like I was talking about him. And I'm just like, nah, Gary, I was never talking about you because when you did leave and you wasn't around for a minute, I had forgot that he had to do his little thing. And then I always be like, man, where Garrick at, man? We need somebody on the platform to make us laugh. So I was never talking about him. I was talking about Ramo.
Okay, you was talking. So he thought he already had it in his mind that you were talking about him, and you made it clear to him that no, you weren't talking about him. You were
Mm-hmm.
talking about another person.
Yep.
Okay. So when he did that live on you, because at the time I didn't know who you was, Vince. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know who you were. And um when he was talking about a guy named Vincent True Essence, I was just lost in the chat trying to figure out who the hell he talking about. I knew True Essence, but I didn't know you at the time. So it did seem like it, as he was talking, that y'all maybe had something going on.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, Dimple D and Montrese, good to see you. And so I can imagine how you felt. You was like, what the hell? So did your wife ever hear any of what was going on?
She did.
So how was her response when she heard this?
She's not an insecure person, but she did have questions. Because
Okay.
man, she knew that I was talking to a lot of people behind the scenes because these are people that knows how YouTube works.
Mm-hmm.
And she also knew that True Essence was one of the people that I was talking to, but everybody know True Essence is popular around here on the YouTube streets. And so she did have some questions about that. And I was just
Mm-hmm.
like, if it was any, luckily, you know what I'm saying, she loved me for me and she know I would never do no stuff like that. But my thing was, what if I was married to another woman that was very insecure and she
Right.
just took that to heart? I could be divorced right now.
Exactly. Exactly. And did you ever state that to Garrett about uh your relationship with True Essence was just platonic?
He
Did
knows
you
it.
He knows that,
He
but
knows it.
he was just twisting it and saying that it was
Mm-hmm.
more than what it was. Okay. So after that situation where, it was out there about, what he was saying about you and True Essence, and then your wife found out about it and your wife had questions about it. What happened after that with you two?
With me and True Essence,
No, with you and Garrett.
or me and Gary,
Mhm.
I think I made like 2 videos and then I started making content on him.
Mhm.
And it really wasn't making content on him. It was really about because it was when him and old girl was still like starting in the early stages of going back and forth. So all I was doing at that time before I started going after him was making content on what was their issue. All right. And then the funny pictures came out. So of course I made a comedy skit about him with the stuff on his face, which he was laughing at.
Mhm.
Which he was laughing at. It was just all jokes. But then it
Mhm.
started getting crazy and crazy because he started feeling some type of way. And I'm just like, man, I'm just joking. But
Mhm.
and then she had little text message stuff when he was talking about other people and stuff like that. And I know he had a text message talking about me. And she didn't have text messages saying that I was married. Moonlight cleared that up. She said that it was said over the phone. So
Yeah.
he's still saying
If
about
you
he's waiting
can
on.
not say her name,
I'm sorry.
that
I'm sorry. The old girl, my
okay.
fault. Old girl had the said it was over the phone and
Uh-huh.
stuff like that. And yeah, that's what it was.
Okay. So he was talking about you in the text. So you was already feeling the kind of way. You was feeling I'm assuming that you was already kind of pissed because he did that live on you. So you got him back. You did a couple of lives. It still
Mm-hmm.
was pretty cool. He was a mod in your chat and you were a mod in his, correct? Still
Mm-hmm.
at the time. So you were doing the jokes, and then once you did the joke about the face mask when he went to the spa, he kind of
Mm-hmm.
got upset, correct?
Yeah, he got upset.
He got upset.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And after he got upset or whatever, let's see. Hey, Brown Skin. Hey, Damn D. Hello, everybody that came in. So after he got upset, um, did he do a live talking about that? About the live that you did, that last live, or that the short that you did about the face mask? Did he do another live after that?
Yeah, he did one after I think both of them, him and old girl came up on my platform, and that's when we were showing like quote unquote the receipts or whatever. And then that's when I had dropped them down. I was just like, nah, I dropped them down because I wanted to speak to her.
Mm-hmm.
And because they were back and forth, I was like, I ain't gonna get no answers with both of them yelling. Let me drop him down, and then let me talk to her. And I say he can end up going live on his channel. And I told him straight up, I was like, hey man, I dropped you down for a reason. I don't want you to come back up here. I want you to go live on your channel so you can get your numbers. See, I'm still
Mm-hmm.
thinking about the guy. I'm like, man, go get your numbers, bro. You ain't gotta do it here. Go get the numbers. Let's talk about it on your platform and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. And so that's what I did. And
Okay.
yeah, that's it.
Do you think he got offended because you dropped him?
I mean, I guess, but you know, I did what
Did,
I had to do.
did you explain to him, hey, I'm doing this? You said I'm doing this because you can go get your numbers.
That's my exact words. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So you did say that. Okay.
Uh-huh.
That's what I want to know. Where is the misunderstanding in this? Because a lot of times it's just a simple misunderstanding, and then people they take it another way. So with Garrett being kind of I would say a little stubborn and hard headed, um
Mm.
and a lot of times we don't really listen to what people are saying. We
Mm.
go by more about what we feel, our feelings, and sometimes our feelings ain't they're not correct. So basically you were still looking out for the guy, so you didn't really even have an issue with the guy. So after you dropped him,
Mm.
okay, after you dropped him, did he make a live after that talking about you in a disparaging way?
He did. He said he had to cut the snakes out the grass, and he called me a snake.
Here we go with that. Okay.
That's where it went right there. He called me. He said he had to cut the snakes loose and cut the
Mhm.
snakes out the grass.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then so and he said your name he said your name directly, like it was you.
Mm-hmm.
It was you.
Yeah,
So
because he was mad I dropped him off my panel.
okay. So when you heard that, what were you feeling at the time? What was your thoughts at the time?
Say it again.
What was your thoughts at the time when you're hearing this live and he's talking about you being a snake? What was your thoughts at the time that you were hearing this? Can you hear me? Hey everybody. I hope you got to get yourself off mute, Vince. I hope everybody is doing well. Hello to everybody. I can't name everybody. Okay, Vince, can you hear me?
All right, I hear you.
Okay. What were your thoughts at the time when he did that live and he called you a snake?
I ain't really had no thoughts. I was just like, oh shoot, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
I
Here
knew
we
it
go.
about to be. I'm about to be in it for a long run. I'm like, here we go.
Okay.
So I ain't really had no thoughts on. I just knew what was finna come.
Were you like, I want to get them back?
Yeah, I had already got him back because I had told him. I said, I'm gonna get you before I made my page and started making the content. I said, Garrett, I'm gonna get you now. I'm gonna get you, and I got him. I was just doing the comedy skit with
Uh-huh.
the man, so I got him. And so after that, when I dropped down stuff like that, and then he made the video called me a snake, I was like, oh damn, I guess we're gonna go longer than expected. I wasn't trying to
Okay.
do all this. I really wasn't. Because all I was trying to do was just get to the bottom of them two and get them situated and get everything out the way so we can get back to having fun. That's all I was trying to do. But it seemed like he wanted more out of than what it was.
So honestly, from what you're telling me, you really didn't want any problems with Gary. You really wanted to just be cool with him.
I don't have no issue with the guy. I just wanted to make comedy skits and have fun with it. And I did my job, and I wasn't the only one that I think he got upset with me with the picture with the little face mask. But I'm like, I ain't the only one that's been posting it. Everybody in the sector posting it. So why am I being singled out?
So you think it's a personal vendetta against you or
I
something?
don't think it's personal. I don't think Gary hate me. You know what I'm saying? Why would he hate the man? Almost 50 years old. He's settled in his life. He's
Uh-huh.
20 years older than me. There's nothing to hate a 50-year old. There's nothing a 50-year old can hate on a 31-year-old man for.
Right, right, right. Garrett, if you would like to come up by yourself, let me know. Just put a one in the chat, or if you would like to come up, I believe I pinned the link at the top. You can you can come up if you like, or if you want to come up by yourself, let me know that too. Um he said he's not 50. You're not 50 yet. Okay.
I just rounded up. So 47, whatever you. I don't know how old the man is. He
Brown
older
skin
than me.
76. Garrett, just let me know if you want to come up now, or you want me to um drop Vince, and then you come up, and then I can have him back up. We can do it like that. Hey everyone that came through, I appreciate you. Press the like button, please. So you have you this is your mindset. You are like, okay, I don't want no problems with this guy. I just want to have fun. It's I can move on. So how did it get worse? That's what I don't understand. It seems like to me you had a you didn't take this seriously, but maybe he took it a certain way. So how did it get worse from the point where you did the short, about the face mask, he did the live calling you a snake. Then after that, how did tell me how it got worse, because that's where I'm still kind of lost at.
Well, I know he started saying stuff like "Who sent me?" and "Oh, this boy he rock with skinny, so no wonder he a snake and all this type of stuff." And I'm just, oh, let me not say no name. He rock with this dude, so no wonder he acting like a snake and all this and all that. I'm just like, bruh, come on, dog.
Hmm. Okay. He's saying just because of who you were supporting or who you support, he
Mm.
felt like somebody in that group sent you to do what?
And that's my question. I like don't know. Ain't nobody sent me. I've been in the same chats forever. So how can I have got sent?
Okay, okay. So basically your opinions are of your own. They're not because you are working with someone behind the scene. These are your opinions
Mm-hmm.
about whomever, including him, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay. So that's what people need to know, and I'm what he needs to know. Um uh Garrett, are you gonna come up, or what you gonna do, or what you how you want me to do it? I need to know, because I don't want you guys to start off bad. I hope I spoke to everybody in the chat. I can't speak to everybody, but hello to everyone. I welcome everybody. Okay. Um. So let me know, Garrett, if you. Now, this is the question that I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Are you willing to resolve this?
Man,
Yes.
we've been trying to do that. So like his thing is once you resolve it, he don't think you should have no answer on him no more. Or somebody asks a question or something like that. If somebody
Mhm.
asks me a question, I'm gonna give them my honest answer. I don't give a damn if we done hashed it up or not. I'm like, well, shoot, if you ask me, yeah, I give you an answer, but that don't mean we still in it. And so that's his thing.
Okay.
His thing is if you're gonna continue talking about it, he gonna make content on you, which okay, that's cool with me.
So
Um,
basically, Garrett, he doesn't want you to talk about him, even though you guys have squashed it. He's like, he just don't want you saying his name or saying it like anybody. If someone asks you a question, he don't want you to give an opinion about him. That's his problem.
I'm starting to think that's the issue.
Okay. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm thinking it is too, because I don't understand why it can't be resolved. It seems like you really don't have a problem with him. To me, it seems like you just want to do your content, you want to move on. You don't have a big issue with them.
Yeah,
So
you don't see me going around making all this content on this man, but I'm getting clips every day that the man is continuing just to say my name, bro. Call me a bitch. Can I cuss on her?
Oh yeah.
Calling me a bitch ass nigga Vince. You know what I'm saying? The same people that rock with him rock with me. You know what I'm saying? He's telling them the same stuff, and I'm just like, bro, I ain't even saying nothing about you, dog. You keep talking about these little text messages when Moonlight has already said she's cleared that up. Ain't no text messages. It was said on the phone, so I ain't got no text message for you. That's why we never got the text message because Moonlight said, well, it wasn't text message. It was over the phone. Oh, shit, I keep saying the woman name. Old girl keeps saying it wasn't text messages. It was over the phone. So
Yeah.
I don't have no hard issue with this man. This man just keep on talking about me. I'm on vacation doing stuff with the wedding stuff, and this man, people sending me clips. The man still talking about me. Who sent me? I'm just like, bro, you can't let it go.
Okay. So basically, you don't want any problems with him. But let me ask you this question. Can you move you? Okay. Do you like him personally? I'm
I mean,
just
I
want
don't. I mean, on the internet, I mean, he cool, bro. I mean, he funny, but I wouldn't. I don't know. Want to hang out with the guy? Doesn't like. I wouldn't have no beer with the nigga.
okay. But you have no hard issue with him as far as like you think he the scum of the earth. You really don't have no underlying issues with him as far as like you don't have no jealousy towards him or anything like that. Because some content creators get in their mind that people uh are jealous of them because they maybe have a bigger platform or their platform is popping more than yours, and so they may think it in their mind, or maybe someone has maybe said something to maybe think that, oh, this guy might be jealous of me. Would you admit if you were jealous of him?
Yeah, I admit if I would, but there ain't no way I'm jealous of him.
And that is because
They just ain't nothing to be jealous of. I mean, he making his content, he getting good views. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get monetized hopefully soon if he know what he doing. Cause he got the watch hours and everything. So I mean, what is there to be jealous of? Ain't this what we came to YouTube to see everybody eat?
you're right. That's what I would think. But hey, everybody has their own ways. Garrett, if you gonna come up here, let me know. Because I don't know what you got going on. You fussing with brown skin lady in the chat, but either you want me to go ahead and you come up and I'll drop Vince, or I can keep him on the platform. So I've been saying it for about 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. So I'm gonna need you to come up. Let me know what you're gonna do. Um, and Wabbit's murder. Let's not be disrespectful, okay?
Oh, that's
Every,
my number one fan.
oh yeah, he
That's
was.
my number one fan. He can bow down and kiss my ass too.
Yeah, I come up when he's done. Okay, so I'm gonna drop you down, and then when I'm finished with him, then I'll let you back up. Okay,
Yeah,
Vince.
that's cool. That's cool.
Okay, thank
All right.
you.
All right.
Okay, he's dropping down, so you can go ahead and come up, Garrett, when he drops down. Would you say we don't want to hear Garrett lying and crying? Hey, checking you, boo. Hey, Paulding County, Vince. Oh, okay. Let me remove him. So add. Okay, 86K, one of the most famous people on the YouTube street.
Oh man, don't say that. I look. I don't want the fame. I just want the change.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So did you hear everything Vince was saying? Vince has no real problem with you. So did you hear everything from the beginning?
No, I didn't hear everything from the beginning, but I got in. I don't know what, about 5 minutes. I heard about 5 minutes of it.
Basically, Vince has no real problem with you. It's really, to me, just roasting and banter. I don't feel that it's something malicious. I think that maybe there has been a misunderstanding, probably on one side or both parts. But I believe that he really wants to move on and he really wants a resolution. His thing with that is, even though he's making a resolution with you, he still feels like if someone asked him a question concerning you, he's going to ask it honestly, but that still doesn't mean that he has beef with you. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I understand that, but I don't think that that has nothing to do with it has nothing to do with him answering a question about someone else. It has everything to do with, if he say whatever we had, a little disagreement we had is squashed.
Mm-hmm.
Then don't wait and come on, somebody else panel like when he, said that the problem was squashed and we was on Barbie Girl panel and I'm going back and forth with Creep the
Don't.
Change. Oh, I'm
Uh-huh.
sorry.
Don't say
I'm
names.
sorry. Well, when I was going back and forth with her, then he made it his business to get his little sneak jabs in. See, the thing is, Selena, like, I'm getting some feedback or something.
Okay, I can hear you.
Okay.
I don't hear any
The
feedback.
thing is, Selena, you as a woman, like, you have certain senses, um, towards other women that us men won't understand. Like, if a woman full of shit or not, and you gonna, deal with things your way, and it's certain things that a man can't see from a
Mhm.
woman's perspective. So, but as a man, I know when somebody full of shit, and I done been around the block a few times. I'm 48 years old.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm a lot older than him. So, I done seen a lot and I done been around a lot. And I just know bullshit when I see it. So I don't have no problem with him. I just rather him do his thing and I do my thing, and I don't have a problem with him. Um I just feel like, the situation he's saying that I got mad because of he's showing the video when I was getting the facial.
Mhm.
That had nothing to do with the situation I had with him. I don't know why he keeps saying that. That I don't have a problem with that. So I mean I don't have a problem with him. I just go my way and he go his, and it and I just leave it at that.
So when you say, and this is the thing about sometimes our feelings can be wrong, right? You could think somebody full of shit, but you could be wrong. I'm not talking about you in general. I'm just saying in general how we think we may know something about somebody and we think that's our intuition, but it could be wrong. So when you say he's full of shit, what does that mean though? Like what do you mean he's full of shit?
Well, from like at the very first beginning, he said that he had a problem with me because of moon. I'm sorry, because of somebody told him that I said that he was married, and so I just feel like for him to say, and now that's how he was from when it first started. That's from what I remember. He said that's why he had a problem with me because I told somebody that he was married, but
Mhm.
that don't make no sense to me when you up on KB panel with 1,000 people in the chat on a 12,000 subscriber channel. When you say stuff like that, that makes no sense to me. And if I did told her that you was married, then I mean, did I lie? It's not a lie. It's not a secret.
Mhm.
So I just felt like that he just wanted a problem with me for some reason. But I don't know. Maybe I might be wrong. Maybe he didn't want a problem. But I mean, certain people. I mean, like I said, I done been around the block a couple of times, and like I can tell, like When somebody just, we probably just can't get along. Right? And there's some men that I've been around with in my life, I just can't get along with them. But that doesn't mean that I don't like them. That doesn't mean I hate them. That just means that I just rather not be around them. And he do his thing, and I do my thing. And I don't want to see no ill will happen to the man. I don't wish no hate on him. I wish his trying to get up and running, but it's just certain cats that I just don't want to be nowhere around them.
I think his issue with you was when you were saying that he was married and you was insinuating like him and the other person had something going on behind the scenes when he was having something. He had a platonic relationship with the other person. So that was his issue with you. He felt like you were making it seem like to other people that they had something going on behind the scenes when they didn't. And he was saying if his wife was insecure and his wife heard, was hearing this, she would feel a certain kind of way. And maybe even it could cause marital problems. That was his issue with you.
Well,
Because,
see,
go ahead.
yeah, well, see, the thing is when you inserting yourself in between the situation that has nothing to do with you, um, things are gonna come out. As far as how I feel, him stepping in between me and somebody else's problem, and you insert yourself into the problem, and if I feel like that you acting a certain way because of a certain person, then I'm gonna speak on it because I'm like, why is you worrying about me and this person? This has nothing to do with you. So
But But
yeah.
Garrett, let me ask you this question. Have you been on YouTube and you've been a subscriber? You've had plenty opinions about other people that put their situations on YouTube, correct?
Hmm.
That's basically what he was doing. He was giving his opinion on what he was seeing. It was public. So he was giving an opinion because the situation was public. Had things been behind the scenes, of course, that would be between you and the other party. So there would be no need. But with the fact that everything is public, people are going to have opinions. They're
Hmm.
going to have opinions, unfortunately. And so you're going to have to, because you've been in the military, you're gonna have thicker skin on here because there's going to be people that speak on a situation, whether it's right or wrong, whether they know more about it or whether they know less or whether they're making it up or whatever. They're going to speak on it. That's just human nature.
Hmm.
So he didn't do anything wrong, in my opinion, by speaking on something that he saw or something that he felt at the time. That's just my opinion. Because you've done it. You admitted that you've done it before being a subscriber. And even as a content creator, you're gonna make opinions about something when something is public, correct?
Hmm. Right.
So I want you to really think about that. So when you are kind of judging him, and I'm not taking up for Vince, but I want you to see because you are older than him. Vince is 31, so he's still learning, and you still learning too. But you're at the age now where you can teach him some things. You should be a little bit more advanced in some areas than
Uh-huh.
he is. You know what I'm saying? And
Uh-huh.
so I really felt like I really feel like it's a misunderstanding. And then he's saying that, hey, I want to resolve this. What are you thinking? Do you want to resolve this, or do you actually want to keep it going?
Well, I mean, like I said, he just done a lot of questionable things.
Hmm.
Just say for instance, I'm the only one that hit his counter that he didn't drop down.
Hmm.
Well, besides the egg body. Um,
Okay, we ain't.
oh,
Yeah.
my bad. About a week or so ago, I was up there handling, talking to two of the guys, and I called the two guys out their name and he dropped me down, but the same guys was talking about me in his chat. It's been one time before that man when a certain lady was up there, we was going back and forth at it, and but he dropped me down,
Okay, so
and
you
let the other person continue to slander me and talk crazy about me. I never dropped him down off my panel.
okay,
He always got off, willingly, and and I felt like a while back, before me and this other young lady got into it, I just felt like he was saying, little slick shit on KB Pounder. I can remember one time he was saying something like, people need to get their own page and coming up here all the time, and saying this little slick shit. So, um, like I said, um, like I said, um, Selena, when you dealing with certain women, and certain women be full of shit, but they want to try to put on a persona like they don't have no problem with you and this and that, but they always saying look slick shit. They always doing things to you that they don't do to everybody else.
right.
Like,
I understand
yeah, and so like I felt like, and it's just multiple things that he does that I don't like. Like for one, why did he drop me off his panel for no reason at all, and then continue to let the people talk about me?
that.
Instead of me just staying up there and get whatever out we got to get out against me and the person that I'm going back and forth with it. Let me drop down on my own. So
Okay,
it was, I mean, it just little shit like that. And I just came to the conclusion, okay, well, I see what it is, but I ain't tripping though. I'm not tripping. I'm not perfect. Some of the things that I said about him and old girl, um, it probably was a bit overboard, and I can admit to it. I can admit, see the difference between me and some of these cats on here, like they can't never admit that they was wrong or they was um, um, fucked up in some of the things that they do or say. See, I can be the first one to say it. Yeah, it was some shit that I shouldn't have said. But at the same time, I just feel like he just do fuck shit and then want to act like that he ain't did nothing, or act like he don't know what he doing, and continue to do little sneak shit that I don't like because
okay.
yeah.
Let me just stop you right there. So I hear what you say. You basically felt like he in some way slighted you when he would drop you down but leave the other people up. So you felt that was unfair. Now to go back to when you said he said slick shit about you, I think it was something that he was saying about how some people need to basically get their own platform or own page or something like that. That is that what you were saying?
Yeah,
That you said you heard.
he
Okay,
said some of that. Oh, go ahead. I'm
okay.
sorry.
Well, what I don't know if you were in here, but he explained he wasn't talking about you. He was talking about I think his name is another content creator, Romo or somebody named
No,
I
that
don't
was way before Romo though. When he said that, that was like a while ago. Wait, that was before Romo that was before anybody knew who Romo was.
okay. So I don't know about that, but from the part that he's talking about this person, he's saying that he was talking about that person. Now, one thing I can say about Vince is a smartass, but he's also very direct. So I'm pretty sure Vince doesn't have a problem with saying Garrett if he was trying to address you. Okay. So I I don't I don't know what happened before. I just know the incident that he said about this other guy that he was talking about that was annoying on somebody else's panel. So that's who he was talking about then. Now I'm gonna drop you, and then you can come back up. I want to hear what Vince has to say on because he feels like you feel like he's full of shit because of some of the things that he says under, you feel like he sneak disses you. And so I want to get his perspective and answer on that, okay? And then I'll have you back up.
Okay. All
All
right.
right. Thank you,
All right.
Gary.
Yeah.
All right. Vince, you can take the link. He said, "Here comes the lies." Wow. Okay. All right, Vince, you're on mute. Okay. So you see, I explained about you wasn't talking about him. You was talking about another
Mm-hmm.
person. Okay. So what lies? What are you talking about? You said, "Here comes the lies." So what
Because he
was the
said
lie?
it was he was saying it was before that. I'm like, how is that before that when I've only said that one time that people need to stay off panels? I only said that one time, and that's when Ramo was on there. I was talking about Ramo. Why would I have been talking about him?
He said that it was before that. Did you ever say anything before
I
that?
never said that. Nah, I never said nothing before. Before that, with the Ramo stuff, me and Gary was cool at this time. We talking about the Ramo stuff. If it was before Ramo, me and Gary never had an issue.
Never had an
So I don't
issue.
know what he talking about.
Okay. So, mm, I would have to ask him. Maybe he's getting something mixed up, or maybe it was another time after the Romo
Might it was
guy came.
somebody else that said that, not me. Maybe he talking
Mhm.
about somebody else before. Maybe it wasn't me. Maybe he talking about somebody else because it wasn't me.
Okay. So he feels like you full of shit. Do you sneak diss him,
Do I
or are
like
you?
sneak?
Uh, yeah, are you more direct? If you have to me, if it seems like to me, you're more direct.
Yeah, I'm a
But
direct person. I ain't gonna sneak this.
uh-huh.
If I'm talking about you, I'm gonna call your name out and say I'm talking about you.
Okay, okay. So what was the reason for you dropping him and not the other people?
So the other day when he came up, I know I was speaking. Now everybody was talking at the same time. I think it was three of us on there plus him, so it was four. So everybody was talking, and so he started saying one bitch ass nigga at a time, one bitch ass nigga at a time. So with all three of us talking, I'm like, you calling me a bitch ass nigga on my panel? Now let me go and drop you. Now maybe he wasn't talking to me, maybe he was talking about the other two that was on the platform, but all three of us was talking. I was trying to get everybody to calm down so one person can talk. But when he said one bitch ass nigga at a time, I'm just like, nah, bro, you ain't finna talk like that on my platform. And I'm thinking you talking about me if I'm talking with them. So you calling me a bitch ass nigga on my panel, let me go and drop you.
Hmm.
And that's
Okay.
that. That's all I can give you on that.
So did you didn't drop him any other time before that? Like I mean, like
I
any other
dropped him
time?
twice. Yeah, I dropped him when old
Okay.
girl was on there at the time. Them the only
Okay.
two
So
times I can remember.
you
He ain't
dropped
really hit
him
my panel
twice.
like that.
Okay, because him and old girl was going back and forth. So you dropped him because
Mm-hmm.
of it was just too much, or what was the reasoning? You
I
wanted.
wanted to talk to her, and I was like, "You can go on and go to your platform so you can get your numbers." Those are my exact words.
Okay. Okay. So he really feels like you full of shit.
Mm.
And I think it's because of some of the things that have happened with you dropping him and maybe allowing other people to talk about him on the panel, and he's not there to defend himself. So what do you think about that? Do you think you could have done something differently?
I probably could have, but I didn't, and so let's live with it.
Okay. So are you willing to just like, hey, I just want to get a resolution, just move on. I don't have no beef with him. Let me ask you this. If somebody come to you maybe tomorrow on a panel and
Mm-hmm.
ask you, so tell me, what do you think about Garrett when he did A, B, and C? You know, are you going to refrain from answering it now if you was to get a resolution, or would you continue to speak on what you see or how you feel?
I'm gonna continue to speak and see how I feel. I'm gonna give my opinion on it. I'm not just gonna. If somebody asks me a question now, if I don't want to answer it, maybe, but I mean, if somebody asks me a question, I know I'm just giving my honest opinion. We're not trying to beef nobody. I'm gonna give my honest opinion. If I give an opinion that he likes, is he gonna make content on me? No. But if I give an opinion that he doesn't like, is he gonna make content on me? Yes. So it's a 50-50 thing right here.
So, what if another idea to keep the peace because you are trying to make a resolution and you don't want any issues with him? Would it be just a suggestion not to speak on him because he doesn't want you speaking up on he doesn't want you speaking on him? Because you just say, for instance, if y'all come to a resolution, y'all say, okay, I'm gonna respect you, we're gonna respect each other, we're gonna go our separate ways. You don't speak on me negatively, I won't speak on you. Would it be I would say the right thing to do, or would it be something feasible for you to do, not to speak on him in any kind of way?
I mean, at this point, it honestly don't matter to me. I ain't gotta speak on them. I can speak on them. I'm just gonna give my opinion. That's
Mm-hmm.
what I'm here to do. If anybody asks me a question about anybody, I'm gonna give my opinion. I'm not gonna not say anything. If I want to give my opinion, I'm gonna give my opinion, whether somebody like it or not. That's up to him to not make content and call somebody a bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm still gonna give my opinion. But you know what I'm saying? If somebody, like I say, when we was on, can I say her name, Barbie? Can I say that?
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay,
Just
so if we was like when we was on Barbie platform, old
mm-hmm.
girl asked me and Barbara the same question, and we both answered it. But he got mad at me. Why you didn't get mad at
Mm-hmm.
Barbara? She answered it the same way.
Mm.
That's my
So
issue. It's like,
yeah.
bro, what are you talking about? You talking about it squash? Yeah, squash. But the woman asked me and Barbie a question on an open platform. So why wouldn't I answer it? I answered it. Barbie answered it. You didn't say a word to Barbie.
Mm-hmm. I think it's safe to say that you two don't have any real issues with each other,
Hell
but
no, we don't.
you just don't.
That's why it's so funny.
This is just life. You just don't like each other's personality. I
Mm-hmm.
don't even think it's a real issue. I just think that there's some things about him you don't like, and there's some things about him, vice versa. Y'all just don't like each other's personalities, and that's reality. I mean, that's what we face every day. So I think the best thing for the both of you, from just outside looking in, because you know that you two don't really mash well with each other, y'all personalities are totally different. Y'all see things in a way where y'all can't come to a medium. I mean, I would think, just don't engage, don't talk about each other, just to keep the peace. But if you do decide to keep speaking upon each other, all I see is this getting worse, because I'm just thinking somebody got to be mature, right? Sometimes it's not always the older person. Sometimes it could be the younger person. But somebody has to be mature enough to be like, you know what? To keep from it going any farther for months and months and months, I'm just gonna just not speak on him at all. What do
But
you think?
Selena, it should be okay. If I give an if he gives an opinion on me, I'm not gonna go make no whole live streams making content on him, calling him a bitch ass nigga just because he gave an opinion on me. That's what he doing to me.
Right. That's
So it
disrespectful.
ain't it ain't no issue on my end about somebody gotta be the bigger person. That's all on him. You know what I'm saying? Salute to him because he getting them numbers. But at the same time, bro, if somebody give an opinion on it, that don't mean go make a whole live stream, keep asking the same question and call somebody a bitch ass nigga. That's something I just ain't gonna tolerate.
Right. And it's really disrespectful. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like I said, you don't have to be disrespectful to get your point across. And that goes for anybody, not just for Garrett. That goes for me and anybody else. You can get any point across without being disrespectful. And that's what grown people need to learn how to do. Unfortunately, on this app, it seems to be non-existent. So Travis says they are both grown men. They should be able to speak on one another without it turning into a beef, even if they don't like each other. And that's very true.
That's
Uh,
facts.
that's very true, Travis. But unfortunately, everybody's not at the maturity level to to do that. So what do you do? You know what I'm saying? What do you do? Do you just keep on? Or, because like I said, a lot of times things get worse because people just keep talking. So I don't know. I really don't know. I'm gonna let you go back down, and then I'm gonna put Garrett back up, and
Okay.
then we're gonna see if we can come to a closing end on this.
Yeah, I'll be back in
Um,
the chat.
okay, thank you, Garrett. You can come back
Okay.
up, and maybe guys, y'all can put some suggestions in the chat as well. Because really, you would think grown people can have a conversation and be able to squash some things, but sometimes they can't. But what do you do? Do you just walk away, or how do you handle it, Garrett? So you see what he's saying to you. Um, he said it was 2 times that you came on the platform, and the reasons why he dropped you. So do you still feel like he's full of shit after he explained?
Absolutely.
And why is that?
because because I mean, if he was on my panel and I see he going after two dudes and he come up there, and if he say something and if I feel like it was directed towards me, I would have asked him. I was like, "Well, hold up, bro. Do you was you talking about me?" I said, "Or who you talking to?" I would have got some clarification. I just wouldn't have took it upon myself and just dropped him
Hmm.
because I think that he was talking about me without any kind of clarification. I would have asked him, and was he talking about me? And then if he would have said, "Yeah, he talking about me," after he called me a bitch ass nigga, then yeah, I would have dropped him. But I would have got some clarification. But that's me. And
Hmm.
the other time he dropped it was when old girl was up there. And
Hmm.
he just dropped me for no reason, and then let the girl keep on talking about me. And then I try to come up, then he ain't even let me back up. He just continued to let this lady slander me without me coming back up, giving any kind of pushback. And so I just thought that that was a weak move. But I mean, Selena, I've like been around. Look, I didn't work with people before that I couldn't stand or I didn't like them. But it's not. I mean, just as a man, Selena, it's not. It's like really water under the bridge just because you can't see eye to eye with another person. But I still can
Hmm.
keep it cordial. I still can give that person respect without disrespecting them. But it's nothing to me to uh, not get along with somebody, but at the same time keep it cordial, keep it respectful, and
Okay.
he can stay on that side of the building, and I can stay on my side. I mean, I feel look, I'm a lion. I know how to. If I can go to the other end of the pond and drink some water without have to cross his path. So I know how to maneuver through
But Garrett,
different jungles.
do you understand that calling, if you're trying to resolve something with somebody and you're trying to move forward and just let it go, calling somebody bitch ass nigga is probably a bad idea, don't you think? I'm just saying.
Probably.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah.
It's not probably. And see, the thing
Mhm.
about it is, even though you say you're a lion and all of that, that's great. But when it comes down to it, you got to learn to humble down sometime, right? That goes for Vince, that goes for you, that goes for me and anybody else. You have to learn how to humble sometimes and admit when you wrong. And after you admit when you wrong, then you actually try to work on it, not continue to do the same thing over and over again.
Oh well,
Right?
the thing is, Selena, is when I can't tell you how to feel about a certain young lady
Right.
because I'm not a woman. I'm a man,
Hmm.
and so like Selena, that um you can sense as a woman, if you dealing with another woman, you can sense that if she's full of shit or not, right?
Yes, but
And you okay, and let's leave it at there. You can sense it,
okay.
and you can also sense. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Now, and you can also sense that when somebody say something and do something, you feel like that they full of shit, and they can cover it. They can cover it up, and to make it seem like that they something that they ain't. And I just feel like this is not one thing that I feel like this guy done did. It's like multiple. It's like multiple things that this guy has done, like little snake shit, like little sneaky shit, like like shit. Like I just like the guys that act like him. Like I just don't want to be nowhere around them
Mhm.
because it'll get to where it's a problem that we both don't want to go through. And in order for me to not to have to be in a situation to where both of us might regret, I just stay far away from them as possible. I don't care about him commenting about me if somebody asks him a question about me. I don't give a damn about that. It's the fact that when you come up on my panel, when I got 300 and 400 people in the chat, you come up there and say, "Look, we're gonna hash out our problem, woo the woo the woo." That's it. Okay, it was Dennet. But then a couple of days later, you back saying slick shit about me. You back because when we was on Barbie Girl panel, me and this lady were having a conversation. It had nothing to do with him, but he made it his business to comment um about me. He made a comment about me regarding old girl that I've been going back and forth with. He made it his business. Ain't nobody asked him or none of that shit. He just made it his business to just because I'm going back and forth with this young lady. He made it his business just to say little sneak shit. To put in his jabs. And like that shit just rubbed me the wrong fucking way. Like nigga, we were just on my panel. You came on my panel and you said, "Look, bro, it's over with, woot the woot the woot." And if I would have went on his panel and said, "Vince, bro, I'm gonna hash it out with you. We ain't got no problems, woot the woot the woot." And then 2 days later, I go on Barber Girl panel and he going back and forth with somebody else. I ain't finna say shit. I don't care who asks me. I ain't finna give my opinion on him. I ain't finna say nothing. Matter of fact, I probably would have dropped down.
Mhm.
I'm not finna go on nobody else's panel after I done went on his panel and said, "Look, Vince, I don't want no more problem with you. We're gonna hash it out, this and that." I'm not finna go on a panel 2 days later and say, "Look, slick shit," while I'm arguing with somebody else. I'm arguing with somebody else. He ain't got shit to do with that. But he made it his business to comment on some shit about saying that if he was me,
Mhm.
I wouldn't have did no shit like that. Or I wouldn't did this, or I wouldn't have did that. No, nigga. Don't you comment on it because you came in my chat and said the shit was squad, so you shouldn't have had a motherfucking thing to say about it. And
Yeah,
see, that's the
I
shit.
agree.
That's the shit.
I
Like,
agree.
and I'm gonna say
But
this,
let
and
me
I'm ending this, Selena.
okay, go
And
ahead.
and as a man, when somebody do some fuck shit like that, it's like it's like it's over with. I can't deal with them. Like, no, you go to that side of the room, I go to this side of the room, and that's
Okay.
where I'm at with it.
And I agree with you, on that about, but at the same time, you said in the same sentence too, you didn't care if he said some comments, So which one is it? Okay, you don't want him to say any comments, or you
Well,
don't
the thing,
mind.
Selena, didn't nobody ask him nothing to
Did
comment
nobody
on. He
okay.
automatically inserted himself in some shit that I'm going back and forth with another young lady. He inserted himself. Didn't nobody ask him shit.
So while you were on the panel, on someone else's panel, you and the other persons were talking, and Vince tried to get in the
Well, he
conversation.
didn't try to. He did. He said his little slick shit. He said some shit that he ain't have no business to say.
What did
He
he
ain't
say?
have.
Do
Well,
you?
he said that me and this other young lady was had a little confrontation, and he just out the blue he's gonna say, well, if it was me, I wouldn't have sent a picture of me and my daughter or and one of my kids to this lady. I never would have did that. I just would have sent a picture of me. I never would have did that. Ain't nobody asked him for his motherfucking his opinion. Then nobody asked him um for his input, none of that shit. Why is you giving your input about something? Just because you rock with this person, just because you rock with her, don't mean you got to get your input on it. Only 2 days before, when I got 300 or 400 people in my motherfucking chat, you want to come up there and piece it up, and then you want to shout out your channel, and then you want to say y'all come over to the lounge and come holler, come holler at me in the lounge. See, that's what I mean by fuck shit. I feel like he did that shit just to get people to come over there and listen to him, all because I had all them people in the chat. But then right after that, 2 days later, you gonna say some fuck shit that you ain't had nothing to do with. That's the type of shit that pissed me off.
Okay, I can understand you basically saying mind your business. But what if you wrong? What if when he did come up there and he really was sincere about piecing it up with you?
Well,
And because you
if he
his,
was sincere, then his actions didn't show that.
okay, but the fact that he made an attempt to come up there to have a conversation with you, Garrett, most people not gonna do that. I'm just gonna be honest with you. They're gonna get on their platform and talk about you. He came up there to actually have a conversation with you, so you both
And
can
it,
move
and it was quite ironic. He only wanted to come up there and have a conversation with me when I had 400 people in the chat.
on. Well,
And then right after
you
that,
can look at it.
and then right after he pieced it up, he said, "Y'all make sure y'all come over to the lounge. We gonna be doing this, whoop the whoop this. It's gonna be the night at this time, whoop the whoop the whoop. I ain't have no problem with that. That him coming up there saying that. But for him to do some shit like that, and then 2 days later, for him to, what I'm saying, like, that's man shit. You don't do no shit like that. You don't come and say we squashed our little disagreement, and 2 days later, well, probably a day later, on Barbie Girl shit, and just because me and this certain female going at it, then you just gonna automatically give your input in it, nigga. You ain't got shit to do with this. Why the fuck is you saying something? But see, that's just me though. If I would have hit somebody pounder and said that, I don't care if they had 10 or 1,000 people in the chat. If I said, "Bruh, I ain't got no problem with you going forward, woo the woo the woo. This my channel. Y'all come check me out." And 2 days later, you going back and forth with somebody else, and I just put my little 2 cents in, that's not in your favor. I'm looking at you like, nigga, what the fuck?
Okay, that's not the way Vince recalls it. He's saying that that's not true. So I'm gonna just say this, Garrett. You know you kind of stubborn, and you. I think a lot of times, you get in your own way. But what I will tell you, if a person is coming up there and you, yeah, okay, 300 or 400, so you looking at him suspect because you feeling like, oh, he trying to get people over there in his chat. I can understand it, but at
And
the
ain't nothing
same,
wrong with that. Well, I didn't say nothing wrong with that, but don't do that and then do some fuck shit behind it, because it makes me think the only reason why you came up there was to get people to come to your chat. Yeah, that's
you
how I look at
said
it. Don't do that.
you just said wasn't nothing wrong with it though.
No, yeah, I'm saying it wasn't nothing wrong with it
Uh-huh.
until the fact that he did his slick shit. What he did when he tried to throw little sneak jabs in at me,
Hmm.
then it becomes a problem, because I was, kind enough and nice enough to let you come up there and shot your pound off, and you trying to get your shit off the ground, but then in return, after I give you that grace, then you want to turn around and do some fuck shit.
Okay. Well,
Don't do that.
I understand what you're saying. That can make you feel away, but what if you're wrong? Can you admit that and apologize for that?
Yeah, if I'm
Or
if I'm wrong, I mean, I never feel like I'm above constructive criticism. I never feel like I'm never above apology because I didn't apologize to Vince once before. When I went off on him when I first got my panel, and right before he got his. So I've been apologized to Vince before on more than one occasion. So I never feel like that I'm above an apology, but if I feel like that, if I feel like I'm not wrong about a certain situation, then I'm a roll with it.
so what do you want to do, Garrett? What do you want to do? Do you want to keep beefing with Vince, or do you want to actually just move on and not be offended when actually he has an opinion on something? Because you have to realize you're in social media and people are going to have opinions because you are so vocal and you have a lot of opinions about other people, right? You do too.
But
And
see,
you
that's the thing, Selena. I don't have a problem with him having a negative or a positive opinion about me. See, that's what he keeps saying.
uh-huh.
I never had a problem with him answering a question about me. I'm talking about the fuck shit that he did 2 days later after he supposed to beat and pieced it up with me, and he just, inserting himself, excuse me, inserting
Mhm.
himself into a situation that he had nothing to do with. He
Okay.
had nothing to. He had absolutely nothing to do with that conversation that me and this lady were having on Barbara Girl Tina panel. He had
So
nothing to do with that, but he made it his business. He had like he was itching to say something, and he said it,
so
and
you
he
don't
said it,
mind
and
him,
that pissed me off.
you don't mind him giving his opinion, but when you're in the middle of having a conversation with someone, you don't think he should butt in.
Now,
That's your problem.
Selena, if I say Selena, I'm squashing my problem with you, Selena. I don't want no problem with you. We
Mhm.
like whatever problem we had is done, and we gonna move forward. And 2 days later, you going back and forth with somebody else, and I just come up to the conversation and just say, um, send a little sneak jab at you, or say something like, if I say something towards you that's not in your favor or whatever like that. That's fuck shit because man, you just had a conversation. Ain't nobody asked me nothing about you. I'm just automatically just coming up giving my opinion in a negative way towards you.
Mhm.
That's fuck shit to me.
Okay, and I respect your opinion. I'm gonna drop you down, or you can drop down, and then I'm gonna have Vince up, and then I'll let you up. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Garrett.
Mhm.
Okay, Vince, you can come up once he drops down because you're saying that it's too many lies. Um, I want to know what the lies were. Okay, let me get you in here. Okay, so what were the lies, Vince?
Watched it up on his platform that time. I said, "Hey, you go your way, I go my way, and we ain't got to talk about each other." And wiped our hands with that, and I left the chat. He didn't shout out my page or say go. I didn't say nothing about coming to the lounge, nothing like that. That was when I was a mod in his chat, and he was letting all his mods drop page and stuff like that. So he lied in
Right.
that. He lied on that instance. The second thing is he's talking about the situation with him and old girl when can I play this because I got receipts. Can I play the receipts?
Go ahead.
Okay, listen to this. It's about like I'm gonna say about 20 seconds. Just listen.
Okay.
And I want you to see the woman asks us both. She's all right, just listen. Here we go. In Garland. I didn't say that you live in Garland. Right there. You see that bitch? I didn't say you live in Garland, Texas. I actually did women talk like that. That's all I asked you. Play in people's faces. This is a nigga that play in people's faces. Because when a bitch ass nigga say shit like that, what do people assume, y'all? That you live in Garland. Thank you. Hey Vince, why is you do you got something you want to say to me, Vince? Because you saying a whole lot. Do you got something that you want to say to me?
Oh,
Why
okay.
is you insinuating? So that was the issue when he insinuated that lady lived in Garland, Texas, and she got
Uh-huh.
mad and she asked me and Barbara, what does that insinuate, y'all? And you could hear me say that you live in Garland, and Barbara was kind of muffled a little bit, but she said Garland too. The woman was asking both of us, what does it insinuate? And all I did was answer the question.
Okay.
There was no issue with him. I just answered the question. I was up there talking to Barbara, and then they both came up.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Hey Duke, this is I'm interviewing Vince and Garrett right now. Okay, this Duke Farrow is in the back, but okay, I kind of see what you're saying. That's basically what happened. So it wasn't anything else that happened at that night.
No, indeed.
Okay, so that was the time that you said that you know that person lived in Garland, Texas. That's what you were saying. Okay.
Yeah, because she asked us the question, what does it insinuate, y'all? And me and Barbie said that you would live in Garland, Texas.
So that's when Garrett got upset.
He got upset at me. Yeah, he got upset at me because he thought I shouldn't have said nothing since we had quote unquote squashed it. And then that's when I got mad because I ain't gonna play the rest because me and him started going back and forth. And I was just like, bro, you must just want to keep it going. I'm just answering the question. Why you ain't come at Barbie like that? These niggas pick and choose, Selena, who they want to be mad at. They're not gonna say shit to a Barbie if Barbie says it, or if somebody else, a big content creator say it. They want to talk about me.
Okay. He said more. Can you play it a little bit more?
Let me go back to it.
Because
give me 1 second.
Okay. It said if you don't agree with
Garrett, I'm gonna start it back over and then let it play.
Okay.
Okay, here it go.
That play in people's faces, because when a bitch ass nigga say shit like that, what do people assume, y'all?
That you live in Garland.
Thank you.
Hey Vince, why is you do you got something you want to say to me, Vince? Because you saying a whole lot. Do you got something that you want to say to me? Why is you insinuating on what I'm saying?
He ain't insinuating a goddamn thing. He asking a motherfucking question.
Vince, you act like you got something that you want to get off your chest. So if you got something, Vince, don't be insinuating something she's saying and then trying to pick it back and saying your little slick shit. If you people gonna think she lives. Okay, but that's
I'm gonna let you talk, Garrett. Let me talk real quick. Cause it's the same.
Okay, well, but see, this ain't got nothing to do with you, Vince. This ain't got nothing to do with you. And I'd rather address a man because I don't even really want to address a goddamn bull dyke ass bitch like this talking all of this nasty shit. But my question to you, Vince, why in the fuck did this is the same shit that got you in this mix in the first place, because you want to respond. You want to see Vince. You always want to say your.
Bro, you pick who you want to call out. I already hashed it up with you yesterday, Garrett.
Okay, exactly, Vince. Exactly, Vince. So if we hash it up, yesterday, why in the fuck is you commenting off what this lady saying? This ain't got shit to do with you.
The conversation on you.
But this ain't got shit to do with you, Vince. See, that's what. But see, and then is you trying to get your lick back at me or something, boy?
We hashed the shit up yesterday, Garrett.
I'm just saying. But is you trying to get? Is you trying to get your lick back?
Do you want to? I got more ammo for you. I hashed the shit up yesterday.
Okay, well, why the fuck is you talking then?
You keep saying the same fucking shit.
Okay, so why the fuck do you keep on talking?
You worried about the woman in your daughter.
What is you hollering for?
You sent the picture to the woman of your daughter.
What is you hollering for?
To your woman,
don't worry about it. And don't worry about it. Okay, so when I clap back, at your ass, I don't want to hear no shit.
Wow. Okay. To me, outside looking in, I'm feeling like Garrett's already irritated with the whole situation, right? And he already has his eye on you. So he don't like you. Um and I really think that Garrett, and I'm gonna have you up here, but Garrett, you read that the wrong way. And this is me hearing the audio. I think that Garrett was already pissed off, and from what I'm hearing, you was just answering what the other lady asked.
Yep.
And not only you, but the other woman asked. And Garrett focused in on you. That's what I see.
And that's what I've been saying.
Because he already felt like you were sneak dissing him, or he already felt a way about you, about you when you dropped him from the panel. So he already has his defenses up about you. That's what I see. That's what I see.
You want to bring him back up and drop me down?
What other lies are you saying? Was that what he was lying about, or was it something else?
No, this is the lie I'm talking about. I'm told about the lie about me hitting this panel and then what happened on Barbie's platform.
When you went up there, when he had 300 and 400 people in the chat, and you went up there to piece it up, did you go up there because you actually really did want to resolve it and you wanted to piece it up with him, or were you looking for an opportunity for people to come to your channel?
For one, there is no opportunity, and we all come from the same chat with the same damn near the same subscribers. So I can't steal the subs that I got already. The main people, Trina, True Essence, all them, Earth Day, EJ, Will Allen, them the same people that be in Garrett chat with the same people in my chat. So how can I steal them? That's number one. Number two, yeah, when I went up there to piece it up because I'm like, this ain't gonna go. Where are we going with this? Besides just talking shit every day. So yeah, I wanted to hash it up. But when everything happened on Bar Pound, I'm just like, bro, you just want to keep it going, bro. It seems like you just want to keep a beef going with me for some reason, which I don't know why. But if that's what you want, I was like, nigga, we can do it.
Okay.
So I don't get no point of 300-400 in your chat. You trying to steal my sub because I'm popping, nigga. We got the same people, the same main people.
Mm-hmm.
We all come from the same chat. So how can I steal them if they've already been in my chat?
Okay, and let me say this. Hey Trina, how are you, sweetie? You can probably come up at the very end, but right now I'm dealing with Garrett and Vince, so that's why I have the link still pinned. But you can come up at the end if you like to. Okay. I hope she can hear me. Okay. So what do you want from this? What do you want to accomplish after tonight? How are you going to handle this situation after tonight?
I'm gonna keep doing. I got a story time to do tomorrow night. I ain't thinking about this man. I'm not making no content on him. The only reason I made content on other night because he came in Skinny Chat and I asked him. I just asked a simple question. I was like, "Hey, I thought you didn't come to Skinny Chat," and then he proceeds to go off me. Then he made content on me. So I just like, well, shoot, forget it.
Okay.
He calling me a clown in the man chat when I'm just asking a simple question because I thought you didn't come over there.
So do you really just want to just move on and not talk about him and just do your content?
Yeah, I got content to make. I ain't got time for him.
You don't have time for him. Okay.
I got stuff to do.
So we can agree, that you are going to go your own way. You're going to do your own thing. You're not making any content about him. Let me just say this, both of y'all don't like each other. Let's just keep it 100, and that's okay because you're not gonna like everybody on this platform. That's just point blank. The problem that I sometimes see with people is they don't know how to let stuff go and they continue to be disrespectful with it. So if a person decides to keep being disrespectful, or are you going to go back and forth? Are you gonna be disrespectful back to them? Or are you just gonna move on? What's your take on that?
I mean, he can sit and be disrespectful a couple of times, might not say something, but if he gonna keep saying bitch ass nigga, then yeah, I'm gonna have to address it every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not on my radar on what the content I'm trying to make. I don't
Okay.
have time to be doing all that stupid shit.
Right. So you can go on the other side of the room and not worry about him or deal with him, and hopefully he will do the same. Okay. So that's a good way of looking at it. Is there anything else you want to add before I drop you and bring him back up?
No, you can bring him back up.
Okay. Thank you, Vince.
All right, no problem, Saloon.
All right. You can come back up, Garrett. I'm glad that I had a chance to hear the audio so that can kind of give me a better idea of what actually happened. Let me remove Vince. Okay, Garrett. Now, I heard it. My opinion on that. I want to know, what do you want to get from this? Or is this going to be another time where this is going to just keep going? Or are you going to be the bigger person and do what you say, move on, and not have anything else more to say about him? What do you
Well,
want to
let me just comment on the tape right quick. For one, um, when old girl asked that question, she didn't ask him specifically that. She said y'all. So she wasn't specific when he said it, when she asked him that. And then after he said it, then he commented on something else. Then he said, well, if it was me, I wouldn't have never sent a picture, of my kids to somebody anyway, this and that. See, in my opinion, he doubled down. Now, didn't nobody ask him that about saying that he wouldn't have gave a stranger a picture of him and his kid. Didn't nobody ask him that. He automatically added to it. He automatically added to the fire. So if we just preached it up a day before, why is you going far and beyond? If let's just say she asked him that, either though she didn't specifically say that but we just say that for the sake of the argument that she asked him that. Why is he adding to it?
Garrett?
But see,
Let me break it
but that's
down, please.
but Selena, but see, that's just my way of thinking that as a man. That's like I said, like
Hmm.
a man and a woman, we view things different.
Right.
And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
But if I hit listen, and I don't care if it was a person that I rock with up there or not. See, he rock with that certain individual. I mean,
Hmm.
let's just be clear. He rocked with a certain individual. She got a wrench in his chat, and they rock with each other. But this is what I'm saying. I rock with, let's just say, somebody in the chat. I rock with CC in the chat. If I would have went on Vince panel and said, "Hey, bro, I don't want no problem with you. Let's hash it up. Whoop the whoop the whoop," and I rock with CC 100 grand, I roll with her. But if I pieced it up with Vince a day before and him and CC was up there, if CC would have asked me a question, I would have said, "CC, I'm gonna let y'all handle that." Because I'm
Right.
gonna say I'm not getting that because I pieced up with this guy and I don't want to get into it. I'm not answering that. That's me. That's how I would approach the situation. I don't care who asked me something. If somebody would have asked me something about that man, either though she didn't, because she wasn't specific with it, I wouldn't have answered, I wouldn't have spoke on it, and I definitely wouldn't have added on to it.
And I
And
can
so that's
understand.
what pissed me off.
So that they were the only, besides you and the other person that was asking the question, Vince and the other lady were the two that were on the panel, right? So she's talking to the lady that asked the question is talking to Vince and the other young lady. So she's asking them a question and they both responded. I think my point with you is let's just get beyond, okay, him stepping in and saying that. How you would do it is totally different from how Vince would do it or anybody else would do it, right? I understand where you're coming from. It's like basically mind your business. But she asked the question. She asked the question to them because at this time she don't want to talk. She don't really want to talk to you. She trying to make a point, and these other and Vince and the other person basically said
And her point was being disrespectful. That's the point that she wanted to make.
her point was saying that when you're saying where somebody is, like say for
She
instance,
can't
she
she
said
can't she can't
you
make no point to me because she's a messy ass bra, so she can't make a point to me.
okay, well, she's not here to defend herself, so let's
Yeah.
just
Okay, I
that.
got you.
But
I
my
got you.
point is beyond all of that, he say, she say, and how you felt like he shouldn't have stepped in. What do you want to do with this night? Do you want to waste another night still talking about Vince, still going back and forth? Like if a person is willing to be like, hey, I'm done with this. I really do want to move on. What are you gonna do with this opportunity? Are you gonna continue to keep doing the same thing?
No, I'm not gonna continue to keep doing the same thing. I just wish we can keep it pushing. Like when he came to me once before, he came to me once before and said he wanted to squash it, but the next day on the panel, he wanted to go another direction. So, um, so I mean,
Okay.
I'm at where I'm at. You
Well,
know, at the at the first beginning of it. I thought it was over with the last time, so let's try again. You
yeah,
know what I
and
mean? Let's try it again.
the thing
But
about it,
but but
Garrett,
it's but it's
when
but it's still the same with me though.
mhm,
Like I said, I wish no ill will towards the guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate the guy.
mhm.
I don't feel like I strongly dislike the guy. I just don't fuck with him.
Okay, and that's your right, but you also have to understand. I think sometimes we allow our sensitive. We're overly sensitive because you have to understand he's a content creator too. You're a content creator. There's sometimes there will be some opinions, but that doesn't mean that he's trying to have a back and forth with you. That's
That,
just
that,
an opinion,
but see
just
that,
like
that
you have an
that
opinion,
that's the
right?
thing though, Selena. Like I keep on saying this, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about him having an opinion about me. I don't
Mm-hmm.
care if somebody can ask him tonight about how he feel about me, and he can just say I ain't shit, this and that, whoop the whoop. I don't care about that. I was just pissed off that the day before that me and this man squashed our issues. The next day, I feel like he interjected himself into something that he didn't have no business getting into, all
Okay.
because he rocked with that person. But
Okay.
but I mean, but we different. I mean, like you said, we
Mhm.
different.
Yeah.
Our age range is a lot different. But like
Exactly.
I was just raised different. Like mind the business that pay you. Don't get into somebody else shit if then nobody asked them that. Then nobody say, Vince, what do you think about this? What do you think about one,
She
two, and
said
three?
y'all, so that means
Yeah, y'all. Okay, so but
you
but
was
but still
asking
again though, they didn't say specifically, Vince, what do you think? I feel like he wanted to get in it so bad, all because he rocked with her.
Garrett. Garrett, I think you've been unreasonable. Now, come on now. She
Well,
said,
I mean
we said,
that's
come on
and
now.
I stand on it,
Look,
Selena.
I understand, but listen to what I'm saying. She
Uh,
said y'all. So the people that was on the panel is who she's asking. But let's get beyond that. Let's get beyond that. My point to you is when you say squash, when you say okay, let's move on, I really want you to mean it this time. I really want somebody to be
well, well, see the
I want
thing, Selena. Well, see the thing about it, Selena, that when you apologize to a person on more than one occasion, and the same problem keep arising. At this point, I'm a bit frustrated because um, I'm tired of like apologizing to people,
Hmm.
and then they turn around and do the same fuck shit, and the problem is then started again.
Yeah, I understand that, but he said
And I didn't apologize. I didn't apologize to this guy more than once.
he doesn't want an apology. What
Well,
I think
but
for
that ain't
both of
but that
y'all.
it ain't about what he want. It's about what I did. I didn't apologize to this guy, and I
Mhm,
apologize to that other girl for some of the stuff that I said. And it's still and ain't now one of them. Well, I don't care about no apology, but
mhm,
ain't now one of them apologized to me. I'm doing all of the apologies. I'm doing all of the apologies, but the same fuck shit keep on arising, and I'm the one continuing people telling me to be the bigger person and just leave it alone. Well, goddamn, I didn't apologize more than once. What else do you want?
sometimes the apology is not the problem. The problem is can people move on from it? That's the thing that I keep seeing.
I
It's,
moved on. I listen, Selena. I moved on from it multiple times. I moved on from it from the first time we had this problem. I moved on from it when he apologized on my panel, and now I'm finna move on again. I keep
okay,
on moving on from it.
okay,
I'm all listen, I don't just come out and just start talking about this guy because I feel like it. He always does fuck shit that wants my attention and wants my response. I only respond to this guy. I just don't go off on this guy for no reason.
mhm,
He always does little sneaking and little fuck shit.
mhm.
And maybe I shouldn't respond to everything,
No, you
but
should.
like it's like crumbs, and it's like a water faucet. It keep dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping, and then I'm gonna have to tighten up the nozzle to turn it off.
Okay, okay. So again, I'm gonna ask you this question because you're not answering it.
Mhm.
What do you want to do in this situation? Are you going to squash it completely to where you are grown and he is grown and y'all act like grown men and move on? You go your way, he go your, you go yours. Y'all can decide. You have to understand too. On the flip side of it, this is social media. Okay. People are going to have their opinions about you. That doesn't mean that you have to keep going back and forth in a beef. That's the point. So I'm asking you, what are you going to do in this situation? How are you going to handle this going forward?
Like I did the past two times that we didn't have this same discussion. I'm gonna just keep it moving.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Garrett. Now that I want you to really practice that because you bless your heart, you just have a hard time just kind of letting it go. And I got on to you one time because
Well,
sometimes
and you the only one. You the only one can get on to me, Selena. Can't nobody
you,
do that but you.
you be lying sometimes. I'm just gonna keep it real. You be lying sometimes. So I want you to really take heed to letting stuff go and squashing it and moving on, and not uh let one little thing. If somebody says something, oh, their events go. Let me go in. No, no, be grown. Everything is not meant for a response, and that's for him too. Both. It's like grown people just need to be grown and stop being disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? You can call that man something besides bitch ass nigga. You can just call his name or that guy, right? If he ain't being disrespectful to you, calling you out your name, then you shouldn't do it to him. That's just right. So I want you to remember what you said tonight. So y'all hear it. He said he gonna squash it. He gonna leave it alone. He gonna go his way. Y'all hear it right now. So if Garrett start acting up, remember we gonna say, okay, Garrett, you lying. So I'm gonna hold you to that, Garrett. I really am because you have been in the military, so you have to have some type of discipline. You have to have discipline. So try to use that same discipline with your mouth. Do you understand? And start to use some type of emotional intelligence. And that's basically handling your emotions correctly. You don't always have to respond to folks. And I know that's going to be a challenge for you, but you can do it. I believe in you, Garrett.
Okay, and don't nobody already got to respond to me when I give my opinion.
Correct. Vice versa. Yes, correct. You're correct. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it. Yeah. Let, that's the same way. That goes for Vince or anybody else. Correct. So I appreciate you, Garrett. I hope you are open to it. I hope you actually take heed to what you said on my platform. Um, and like I said, it's 2024. Do better, right? That's
No
all
better do better.
we all got to do it. We all got to. Okay,
Hmm.
not just you, me, and everybody else. We all got to do better.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
yes, indeed. So thank you so much, Garrett. I really appreciate. Do you have anything? What? Do you have anything else to say, or would you be open to talking to Vince, or just let it be right now? Well, what do you want to do?
Well, I just wish some people would just take a vacation and stop running from chat to chat, just trying to keep up mess. Um, a lot of people that's be in these chats, they want to see me and Vince continue to go down this road.
Yes.
And yeah, and so I just ask him that just to keep certain messy ass people away from him. Well, I ain't gonna say keep away from him, but just um stop feeding into these people that's in it, because the chat is what keep the shit going.
Mhm.
You got a lot of messy ass people that don't want to see no resolve. It's a lot of people in this chat want to see the shit keep on going back and forth with me and Vince.
Right,
Like and
and
like
that's
and like
why.
I said, I don't, like I keep saying, I don't have a problem with him. I don't care about him commenting on me.
Hmm.
But I just asked him just to keep them fuck people out of his ear, and stop encouraging him to do fuck shit, because you got a lot of people in the chat that go from chat to chat, want to keep up fuck shit. I ain't got no fucking life outside of YouTube. The only thing they going to do is just call heterosexual men all these homosexual slurs and shit like that. And I encourage some of these aggressive ass women that be in this chat. I challenge them to have the mindset and have the temperament of a like Miss Selena, because
But
you
no,
the true essence, you is the true
no,
essence
no, no,
of
no,
what a woman is, and
no.
that's just my opinion.
Let's not. Let's not. I appreciate it, but let's not. I don't want to
Well, that's
say
my
that.
closing statement, Selena.
Yeah, okay, and
Yeah,
I
that's my
appreciate.
closing statement.
I appreciate.
I just challenge some of these aggressive ass women to have a temperament and have a have the attitude like of a Miss Selena, because I've never heard you, either though it was some people of some few men that did some fuck shit towards you, but I never heard you call a man
I have.
outside of what
I
he
have.
is. Huh?
I have. No, I
Well,
have.
you know what? Well, you know what? I haven't heard it, and if you did, then they must really deserve it. But
Well,
for you just to go off on a deep end,
mhm,
just off some fuck shit, and just continue on the fuck shit. I don't see you going chat to chat, keeping up bullshit.
okay.
So I just challenge some of these over aggressive ass women to take heed, and take some lessons from you, and what I feel is the real true essence of a woman, because a woman like you, a lot of us men we'll listen to. But when you got these over aggressive ass women that want to call men all these homosexual slurs and shit like that, it just speaks down on their character, and the darkness that they have inside, and the unhappiness that they feeling inside, because they want other people to feel they pain. So salute to the real women that's like you, Selena.
But the thing about it is, I appreciate you and everything. But the thing about it is, this is not about other people. It's not even about me or anybody in the chat. It's about you and Vince and how you two are going to move on
Well,
as
I'm just speaking in general. It's not really the people in this chat. It's just in general. From this whole from this entire sector. If the women in this sector had the same temperament and had the same patience as you, Selena, I feel like this would be a better sector, and this would be a better world. But unfortunately, that's not the case.
okay. So I appreciate that, but like I said, we want to keep. I want you to keep focus on how you're going to deal with the situation, and stick to what you say. You know, stick to be solid on what you say and stand on it. That's what I want for you to get that through your head more than anything. So I appreciate you, Garrett, and I hope that this is not a waste. That it's actually something that you can think about and not keep regurgitating the same thing. And
And you
that's
know what? And I got one more thing to say, Selena. Like, I just really feel like that. Um, I really feel like that I can go to a bar and have a shot with Vince, but I just feel like the people that's, and I'm gonna call it down the middle. Some of the people that's around him and some of the people that's around me, I feel like that they want to see the fuck shit keep going on. And I just feel like if it was just me and him chopping it up with nobody else around and with nobody else in our ear, I feel like that we'll have a real good conversation. But because of some of the people I rock with and some of the people that he rock with, they don't want to see that, and they want to keep the fuck shit going on. And a lot of times, whether he admit it or not, the people that we surround ourselves with, can tend to influence us a little bit, whether
Mhm.
it's right or wrong. And so, but I just feel like I said, some of the people that be around with me, some of the people that be around with him, that can influence him and influence me the wrong way. But like
Right.
I said, I feel like if it was me and Vince, without nobody around, without these mess ass people that be around people, I feel like that we can have a good motherfucking conversation and shit. We can have a motherfucking shot at the bar, but unfortunately, the world don't work like that.
Well, see, Garrett, you can have it right now. Like this is the opportunity for you to actually stand on what you're saying. I mean, he's in the chat, and I'm pretty sure Vince is, from the little bit that I know of Vince, he can be very level headed. So I'm pretty sure you can have a conversation with him if you just don't be defensive, allow him to talk, y'all talk. I feel like y'all can have a conversation. Y'all done it before.
Yeah,
So
I know we can, but like I said, it's the people that be around. Just I'll give you a prime example.
no, I know what you're saying.
Oh,
I know
okay, okay.
exactly what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah,
This is you said
it's
people
listen, it's the messy ass people that ain't got no fucking life, and
exactly.
not happy with their life, and they want to keep the fuck shit going on. That's the shit that irritates
I
me. And
understand that.
yeah.
But this is the opportunity for you to have a conversation with him on my platform. This is a safe space. I'm down the middle. Okay. I told, I try to see both sides. So this is a safe space for you can actually have a conversation with Vince at this point. Would you be willing to have Vince to come up? Yes or no?
Nah, we'll try that for another date.
Okay.
Well, hey,
Okay.
we gonna take baby steps.
All right. And
Yeah.
another thing I want to kind of tell you too, when you, and I appreciate your compliment, but when you are giving a woman a compliment, don't down other women. Try not to do that, because it's kind of, it doesn't give me like a sincere compliment. So you need to always, when you're going to compliment a lady, you compliment that lady without having to be down another woman or be disrespectful to another woman. Okay.
Some of them need it. Some
Okay.
of them need that disrespect to get their ass in line.
All right. Well, I guess you didn't hear me. So thank you, Garrett. I appreciate you. You decided that you're going to move on. I did all I can do. Jesus don't have to take the wheel on you because you, like I said, you stubborn. You're a little hard headed. But
I'm an Aries, Selena. You know
um,
how us Aries are.
I don't even understand. But anyway,
And you know, my brother's in the bushes right now. Listen, we was born on it. My brother that's in the bushes, and Nick, and don't you type in the chat, boy. But man, my brother was we a year apart, born on the same day.
oh wow. So
Yeah,
both
and he in the bushes now. So he texting me now, just telling me to apologize and be the bigger man and get over it. He always try to calm me down because he know how I am. But shout out to my
right.
brother here in the bushes, huh?
Your brother's right. Hey brother. Oh, yeah.
That's
It's
my dog. That's my dog though. I love my little bro. That's my
you know
dog.
what? Sometimes the best resolution for some people is just to walk away. You don't always some conversations and people you can have conversations with. I get it. So but if you are a person that actually y'all really don't have no real beef, it's not like y'all got real beef. So it can be settled. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for coming through, Garrett. If you have anything else to say?
Yeah. Queen 15, get a life.
Um, stop. Stop. Okay. All right. You
All
have a
right.
blessed night,
Hey, love you,
Garrett.
Selena. I appreciate you.
All right, Garrett.
All right.
See you later. Thank
All
you for your
right.
time. Vince, if you would like to come up um and say your last little piece, I appreciate it. I don't know if Vince is still here. Maybe he might have stepped away. But guys, I don't know. Do y'all think it's gonna get worse? We hoping for the best, huh? It's gonna be back to the same BS. Wow. Okay. Okay, y'all please stop calling my name. I'm talking to Miss Selena. Vince. Okay, we seem like we might can get y'all to just not talk about each other. So I want you to. Okay, Trina, I'm gonna let you up after Vince finished. Okay, Vince, tell
I already
me.
told her to stand down. Trina, stand down. We let us handle it, Trina. Let us handle it. If you
Okay.
want to take it to
So,
his platform, don't we ain't doing it over here, Trina. Like I already said, let us stand down, let us handle it.
hmm okay, Vince, give me your input on this. What do you want to do?
Like I said, I've been the mood. I'm making my own type of content. I'm trying to, talk about positive things, do my little
Mhm.
interviews, talk about the kids I mentor, the kids that's in college now that I'm trying to bring on my platform so they can tell their stories. I've been moved on from it. I ain't
Okay.
got nothing else to say about it.
Okay. And so you have squashed the beef and it's over and done with. You can go your way and not have nothing to say about him, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So Trina wants to come up. She wants to be heard and,
I'm
and
gonna drop
tell.
down there. You got it. I'm gonna drop back in the
Oh,
chat.
okay. Okay. What's up, Trina?
Hey boo, I didn't come on here on no drama stuff. I
No.
wanted both my brothers like, come on man, I rock with both of y'all. Can
Mm-hmm.
y'all both pull up right quick and let me explain something to y'all. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
don't even know each other in real life, baby. Come on, Garrett and Vince. Vincent, I don't know why you coming at me like on sad way so cause I rock with you too.
Okay.
And I rock with Garrett. Man, y'all
Mm-hmm.
come on, man. Pull up. Cause Miss Selena doing something that ain't nobody did. She trying to get y'all to come together, bruh. And it's something I tell my brothers and my homies. I'm not coming on here on no beef. That's why I told them people in the chat, y'all calling my name, all that. Man, I'm not finna disrespect Miss Selena channel, man. Period.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
I want my brothers to come together, brothers.
they're, you know what, Trina, I really think
Mm.
that they are okay right now.
Yeah, they okay. They good.
So just, everybody's not gonna be friends. Everybody's not gonna like each other, but that don't mean they can't be civil, right? So they're civil, and that's good for right now. They civil. So they probably won't be like you want them to be, because that's just not where they are, and that's okay. So they're fine. I think that this was a good effort. I don't know if it will last, but I believe it's a good effort. Okay. So I think they're okay. Just
Yes, ma'am.
allow
Yes,
men
ma'am.
to be men, and let them figure it out. And if they've already figured out and decided let's do their own thing, that's what they're gonna do. So they both decided that they want to go their own way, and they don't have an issue uh with each other. They have talked about their differences, and my job was to basically be like, okay, so you have differences, so what you gonna do about it? Are you gonna move on, or are you gonna keep on going with it? So they have decided to go their own way. So that's just the way it's gonna be.
Yes, ma'am. I understand that. And
Mhm.
Gary, you too. You need to stop calling people bitch ass nigga. If you gonna get cool back with somebody, stop doing that, Gary. And Vince, I ain't did nothing to you for you to say, hey, I'm gonna drop down. Cause I want y'all to come together, baby. Cause I rock with both of y'all. Cause this something I tell my brothers and my homeboys. Man, come on, man. They get it together, man. Did what
Vince
they want.
Vince understands that, but what Vince is saying to you is this is between two individuals, two men. And it's best sometimes that two individuals deal with it rather than other people putting their 2 cents in it. That's all he's saying. So,
I didn't put my 2 cents in the miscellaneous. I was just saying, as a sister, like what I tell my brother, y'all come on, man. They get it together, man. We ain't gonna do this. I don't
mhm,
like that because one thing about it, Miss Selena, when my brother called me about my other brother, I used to be like, "Don't call me, bro," but y'all need to get it together. I'm saying this on a sister behalf. You know what I mean?
mhm,
Sometimes they need to hear it, like how you doing it right now. You being a sister.
mhm. And
Yeah.
Rabbit Murders, I'm not Oprah. My name's Selena. So you got me confused with somebody else. Don't come in here being disrespectful, okay? So anyway, I appreciate you, Trina, and I'm gonna end this
You
live.
welcome, love. I'm gone. I'm gone, love. I just wanted to come in. Cause Gary had said you were going live, and I ain't know all this was going on. I swear to
Yeah,
God, but I thank you for being a sister, like I said.
yeah. Thank
And I
you.
see you later, and I love you, but ma.
All right. I appreciate you for coming up, and I hope you have a blessed night. Thank you guys for coming through. I pray that that it won't keep going back and forth and all this, but if it do, hey, I don't say I didn't try. I just feel like sometimes grown people can make better decisions and squash some stuff. You don't always have to be going back and forth calling people out their name and getting stupid. You know what I'm saying? So we just have to learn how to talk to each other. That's what's wrong with a lot of people. Uh Y'all be blessed. I really appreciate you coming through. I hope that you press the like button. And yeah, thank you so much. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.